Hello and welcome to Community Chats. I'm Aley Hammer, and today we're joined Theresa Dang, a campus recruiter from AWS. Theresa, welcome to the show. To begin, can you share if AWS has online assessments as part of the hiring process?
Yes, we do, especially in student programs or any graduate internship role that you're applying through to Amazon or AWS. So, for example, if it's a software engineering role, we use assessments such as HackerRank. If you are applying through for a non-tech role, we do have an in-house assessment system called Amazon Career Essentials.
Thank you so much. And how does a candidate actually prepare for behavioral-based interview questions? This is something I always get asked because they are a little bit obscure. So how do you prep for that?
What I would say is practice, practice, and practice. And this can be for all levels of experience, not just at internship or graduate level. So behavioral-based questions really give insight, on your thought process and what actions you will take whilst performing in the role. I know when I applied for a role here, I still had to practice even though I do this day in and day out. So I would sit there and, read through our leadership principles and write down a good 10 to 20 different scenario examples of what I have achieved so far. So this is probably the best way to, really reflect on your achievements but also help you to prepare for any interview. I would also encourage you to find someone to help you practice or, maybe do it in front of a mirror, but, provide that constructive feedback. And if you don't, just don't be scared or embarrassed. So remember, everyone was once in your shoes before.
I 100% agree. Preparing those 10 to 20 examples sounds like a lot, but it can really help with the preparation. And I, for one, definitely did that before my interviews. So thanks, Theresa. So Theresa, can candidates apply to multiple job listings, or is that not a good look and they should stick to kind of one job listing?
You definitely can, but as a recruiter, I'd say don't overdo it. It's absolutely fine to apply through for, 3 or 4 different roles that you might be keen on. But, when I see an application and you have applied through for 40 or 50 different roles, red flags do come in mind. I do question, is this applicant really motivated for, 40 or 50 different roles? So find, a few and, definitely concentrate on those. If you make, it will make you stand out, instead of casting, that net too wide. So motivation is definitely key from a recruiter when they screen and review your CVs.
Wow. Okay. Applying for 40 roles. That's insane. Thank you for that advice. It sounds very exhausting, to be honest. And also, Theresa, when will the candidate typically hear back from Amazon about their application status? Are we talking a couple of days or a few weeks?
Yeah, good question. So we generally try to move quite quickly, once, you have completed your online assessment. So either check your email or, visit the Amazon portal to find the updates from there.
Thanks, Theresa. I know how anxious students can get when they're waiting, and I had that as well. I just kept on pressing refresh, and you just want to know. So that's really good to know how long it will take. And finally, I don't know, you might want to go through the STAR method, but is the STAR method the best way to answer behavioral questions? And yeah, as I mentioned, can you outline what is the STAR method for any students wanting to apply?
Yeah, definitely. So STAR is very, very important. And this stands for situation, task, action, result, but I also want to kind of add reflection on top of that. So STARR. So this is a fundamental to really align, that STAR method when you are interviewing behavioral questions. Why is this so important? Is it definitely shows, your thought process and, the next steps in, a very, logical, methodical way. So, when you are interviewing, nerves really kick in, you'll forget things. And then, what you say won't be as succinct. So using this method, it really quickly tells a story to the interviewer without waffling on. So especially if you, set aside a good 10 to 20 different examples as well. I also added, as I said, reflection on top of the usual STAR method, because I always am intrigued on, what a candidate has reflected on, what they've learned, what they will be doing or better, different or better for next time. So, or things that they've learned about, from themselves to improve. We are a culture at Amazon of learning. And reflection is definitely very, very important to learn from your mistakes and really think about ways to innovate or, improve for next time as well.
Theresa, thank you so much for joining me on the show today. We're going to get you back next week for some more interview tips. But if anyone has any questions, please pop them in the comment section below and we'll get back to you. Thanks so much.
Amazing. Thank you.